So 5 buckets.
Yeah. The first one is understanding. You're wired to begin to, your system lets down and gets off guard if we feel like somebody's with us. You've all had the experience where you walk in and talk to somebody, a leader, maybe you need something from them or you got a problem or whatever, and you walk in and go, he really gets it.
Yeah, they get it.
He understands. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
So understanding comes, and we're babies we are all from day one wired. A mother doesn't say to an infant, trust me.
Right.
Right. What they do is they have mirror neurons that if the baby's upset and they come with tone and presence and communicating where their whole system is getting it, that she gets that I'm in pain. She hears me. She sees me. We trust somebody not when we understand them or when they understand us, but when we understand that they understand.
Yeah.
That's a loop.
Yeah.
So a lot of times leaders will go in and try to persuade a donor, for example, of the vision, cast a vision, why this is good.
Right.
But they've never stopped and asked, what do I need to understand about what's important to them, what's meaningful to them, and the stewardship of their money and in their lives and all that. So it's the Bible says, he who gives an answer before he understands is a folly. It says that a person's intentions are deep waters and the man of wisdom draws them out. Well, I was talking about this with at a leadership conference one time, and the guy walks up to me afterwards and says, I'm the lead hostage negotiator for the FBI.
Wow.
And he said, everything you just said is our entire training program. I said, really? He said, yeah. He said, if a guy's got a bomb strapped to him with hostages at a bank, we don't walk in and try to persuade him, dude, this is stupid. This doesn't end well.
Yeah, right.
We go in and we say, hey, I'm Jay. They sent me in here to talk to you. Tell me your name.
Yeah.
And they say, whoever. He said, so how did we get here today?
Yeah.
Tell me how we got here. What's
going on? Right.
And they gradually just start to listen. And this is just true across life. And so when the people in your community feel like this is a church that gets me, it knows how my life works. They care about what I care about, what hurts me, what I'm afraid of, what pains me, what makes me happy. We trust somebody and feel like they understand us. So that's the first one.
Yeah.
But predators do this too.
Right.
Predators use empathy.
Yeah.
Predators use understanding. Oh gosh, people that split your church will be really good at understanding, because you say no to somebody's budget and they feel like you're a bad, mean leader.
Right.
And they go have the meeting after the meeting at the coffee machine, and somebody else with their own agenda says, oh, I know, I get it.
That
was
leader,
terrible.
They're the worst, right?
He did what to you?
He's done that to me.
After all of that work you put in?
Right.
And so now it's like, oh.
Yeah.
But what's their motive?
Yeah.
See, the second thing is, somebody can understand me, but we trust when we feel like they are for us. Grace means unmerited favor. That they're going to favor you, and they got your back even when you're not there. So if that pastor can trust me, and you come to me, and you talk about what a bad person he is, I can, if he can trust me, I can be really concerned for you.
Right.
Say, that's horrible that it feels that way. And you know what? I'll be glad to help you. Why don't the two of us go sit down with him and try to make sure we can get to a better place? See, now I'm understanding you, but I'm in the service.
Mm-hmm.
I'm for the mission. I'm for him or her.
Right.
And my intent, my motive is not just about me.
Yeah.
You know, the marriage researcher John Gottman says that a betrayal is anytime anybody in a relationship does something, not necessarily something bad, but does something without considering how it's going to affect the other.
Mm.
Decisions that departments make. We're going to change the program on Sunday and have 4 songs instead of 1 without thinking about how's that going to affect the people in child care.
Yeah.
How's it? So it's just, it's that we trust people that have our back.
Yeah.
And not only caring about their own interests, as Paul says, but also the interests of others.
Yeah.
Or regarding another more highly than yourself. This is throughout the New Testament. That, and it's not that you don't have your own needs.
Right.
Relationships have to be mutually satisfying.
Right.
But they can't be only one-sided satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of having to get to win-win, we trust people that start with feeling like they want us to win. And we don't have to negotiate that out of the transaction somehow. They're coming in with wanting to make it good for us. So when team members feel that, when parishioners feel that, when donors feel that, you know, when the community feels like we're here to make it better place, it's helped.
Yeah.
So now we got good understanding, we got good motives.
Yep.
Well, I had to find a knee surgeon. I talk about in the book. And the guy was very empathic. He understood my pain. You know, he had good motives. He wanted me to be able to play golf again. He was more about me getting well than just getting paid.
Right.
So now I'm trusting him, right? What if he at that point said, I can't wait to do your knee too, because I'm an OB-GYN. I've never done one.
This is my first one. I'm so excited.
I've wanted to do this since medical school. Yeah, well, whoa.
Well, wait a minute. Yeah.
And third one is competency.
Yeah.
And that's what I mentioned earlier, that, you know, promoting somebody to a different position, or I remember a pastor one time told me, said, I don't know what to do about my small groups ministry. It's just been stuck for 5 years. And the guy that's leading it, I don't know what to do. I said, why? He said, well, it's just not growing. And he described the whole thing and then what he was doing. I said, well, this is hopeless.
You don't want your therapist, your counselor, your coach to tell you it's hopeless.
Of course you do.
Okay, say more. Why?
Well, hope is a great virtue, but the worst virtue that you can have
is
if you're driving down a wrong road is hope that this is going to turn into the right road, because it's not.
It's not.
Hope, that's a wish. That's not
right.
Hope.
Yeah, right.
Hope is objective.
Yeah.
The hope in which we stand is an objective reality of the resurrection. We can hope. But for him to think that guy was going to pull off what he was wanting to pull off in that ministry was not going to happen.
Right.
I mean, it just, you can't teach a pig to sing, right? You never heard that?
No, I like it a lot, though.
Well, think about it. The music is bad, and it frustrates the pig. So that's what happens in a lot of leadership, right?
Yes.
So that's why we have gifts. He wasn't going to lead that thing. So I said, well, you gotta
do something.
You gotta do something. You gotta make a change. He goes, well, I can't. I said, why? He said, well, we started the church together. I mean, he's like one of my best friends. I could never do that.
Yeah.
Well, that brings up a whole host of problems that should have been set in a better place earlier of how we work together. But point being that he had entrusted something to somebody, and the guy's an OB-GYN, and you need a knee replacement.
Right.
Now, the guy had gifts; those just weren't them.
Yeah.
Right. So that's kind of the third one. And after we do that, you can meet all of those. But what if I go in? What if my surgeon? I go, okay, you can do my knee. He goes, well, it's a teaching hospital.
Mm.
And, we can schedule your surgery. He said, well, why don't you come in? You can, we have a window if you want to watch me do one of these. I'm going to do one in about a half hour. Just come watch me. And first of all, there's no way I'm doing that. If I watch it, I know I'm not going.
Exactly.
They amputate your leg in two places.
I know, right?
Pull your knee out,
Yeah,
stick
yeah,
another
yeah.
and hammer it in.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to watch this, but what if I have? So we got Dr. Empathy, Dr. Competent, all of this. And so all of a sudden he's sawing on the sky and I'm watching and he's sawing. And then all of a sudden you hear, oh no, he's bleeding. The guy's bleeding. Somebody do something.
He freaks.
No, I need somebody with the fourth element, which is a cool head under pressure.
Mm. Mm.
We got to get to the character makeup that fits what I'm entrusting them with.
Mm.
Because it's more, a lot of times we talk of character in a very sub-biblical way.
Mm.
In fact, the word character only appears 3 to 5 times.
Mm. Mm.
It's amazing. We talk about it all the time. The word you see in the Bible, there's a couple of them. One is virtue in the Old Testament, which is a force for good. Mm-hmm. But another one, the one you see in the New Testament is basically mature, which means complete. Mm. So all the different parts are working together. That's where the word integrity comes from, right. To be integrated. Mm. We use the word integrity, meaning somebody doesn't lie, cheat, or steal. Mm. Well, my daughters at age 6 knew to not lie, cheat, or steal, but I don't want them running a ministry. Right. They're not mature, right? So you got to have a lot of other elements. So when we give something to somebody and entrust something to somebody, we've also got to know that they're glued together in a way that they're going to be able to deliver that in that context. Mm. And they're different. We use different, people have different makeup. If I had a brother-in-law who was a Navy SEAL, those guys are crazy.
They have to
They're
be.
good crazy.
Yeah, they must be.
I mean, he'd tell me stories and I'm like, dude.
Who can do that?
Who can do that?
Yeah, totally.
But that's their makeup. And that makeup had been built and trained and all of that and if the bad guys are coming after me, I want Mark in that scenario.
Exactly.
I want him.
Yeah.
If my dog dies, I'm not calling Mark.
I don't want Mark.
Exactly. If I'm going to cry through the night,
totally.
Mark would say, it's a dog. We're going to shoot some more of them. It'll be fine.
Totally.
I'm looking for somebody with a little different makeup.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And so we got to ask, you look at some leaders and they have all the first 3. But what if they're kind of hot-headed? What if they go off on people like that? What if they're under pressure, they're kind of a bully? Or what if they can't make a hard call? And they let bad behavior happen around them that decreases morale? They shouldn't be in that role if they can't make a hard call. Yeah. Or 1,000 other things. So, and nobody's got it all together, but what we're going to trust somebody with, they've got to have the makeup to pull that off. So if you're going to give somebody a strategic direction to execute, and they're really impulsive and ADD, and the next shiny object gets their attention, that's not, put them in high school ministry. Because nobody knows where that's going anyway.
They do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Exactly.
Right? Totally. Yes.
But a structured, kind of
not executive pastor. Yeah. Right.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go. So
right.
You got to look at this makeup thing, and go to 2 Peter 1, for example. It says, to your faith add moral excellence. So in character, that's foundational. If somebody lies, cheats, or steals, they shouldn't be there.
Right.
Period. Right. Divisiveness, for example. Paul says, reject them, get them out of there.
Yep.
Okay. So moral excellence, number 1. But then it says this: add to that knowledge. How much is somebody's makeup a learner? And do they think they already know it before they know it? Are they opposed to study? Are they opposed to learning it? And to your knowledge, self-control. How impulsive are they? How emotionally regulated are they? How much delay of gratification do they have? And not self-control on a 48-hour fast,
Right.
but perseverance. Can they continue to hunker down over time and get the thing done all the way to the end, or they get discouraged and pull out, or and to perseverance, mutual affection. How much is this a team where they care about everybody else and everybody else feels that? And to that, in that affection's one thing, but do I show kindness in it? And then brotherly love. So there's a number of places in the scriptures where it talks about the characterological makeup of somebody that we can entrust things to. It says, don't lay hands on any man too quickly.
Right.
That's not a dating verse.
Right.
So anyway, somehow we got
That's the fourth one.
That's the fourth character. And then the last one is what happened yesterday, which means when we think about it, this is not rocket science. The best predictor of the future is always the past. Okay? If you walk in this room and you try to turn on the light switch and it doesn't work,
right?
Say, well, I'll come back tomorrow, and I hope it.
Yeah, maybe it'll work tomorrow.
I hope it'll work tomorrow, because it's really sorry.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
It feels so bad.
Yeah, well, it's trying really hard. Yeah, right.
It's really committed this time.
Exactly.
No, it
doesn't work. Yeah.
It doesn't work, right? Now, that doesn't mean that anyone with any past or any problem can't have a great future.
Right.
But what it does mean is that we have to look at somebody's track record. Okay? And you can't trust somebody with the whole ball of wax until they have proven to be able to deliver in competencies with little balls of wax until we can get more. And it's incremental, but basically even big things. And we have to ask, what about what they've done makes us think they can do this?
Yeah.